Alright friends, today we are going to be making something called a diorama. A diorama is basically a model that it might be bigger than regular real life, or it might be smaller than real life, which we call miniature. In this case, our diorama is going to be a miniature scale model. And a diorama has 3D figures, and it also has kind of a background scene. So when we were working on our 2D snowman, we drew it on what is going to become our diorama. And you might remember this paper because it had some weird lines on the back, and then we drew on this side. Then we used forms to make our snowman. And so we made a 3D snowman, which is the opposite of our 2D snowman. 2D is flat, and we use shapes to make our 2D snowman. Our 3D snowman is three-dimensional, it is round, and we used forms to make this snowman. So we're going to add a few more details to our snowman today. I'm going to put my 2D snowman up top there. And I'm going to add a few more details to this guy. One of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to make his eyes. So we're going to use some Sharpie markers to draw right on top of our Model Magic to make our snowman's eyes. I'm going to make these circles for his mouth. We're going to make a cool smiley face there. If you wanted to make buttons to go down his body, you could do those as well. Some of you may have added a nose that sticks out like a carrot, or you may have added a scarf, or you may have added a hat or earmuffs or any of those kinds of things. And you can color all those things in with the Sharpies as well. Let me find an orange Sharpie really quickly, and I'm going to color in my nose. I'll use a Mr. Sketch marker instead. So all I'm going to do to make the nose on my snowman is I'm going to make an orange triangle just like this to make it look like a carrot. So now my snowman is ready to go into his diorama. And I'm going to press pause for 1 second, and we'll... Okay, so I decided I'm going to go ahead and draw on a few more details just to make my snowman a little bit more interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and use a colored marker, and I'm going to make some earmuffs for my snowman. So I'm just drawing a blue circle on both sides where his ear might be. Being really careful that we don't break our snowman, because sometimes the Model Magic wants to come apart. And then I'll make the line that connects one side to the other, like that. So now he's got some earmuffs, and I think I'll actually go ahead and switch colors. Maybe I'll make a scarf also. We'll see what that looks like. So I'm going to just color right around his neck. I'm going to try not to get it on his head because I don't want it to be there. I just want it to be right around on his neck area. Like this. And then I'm going to make a line that curves down like this. So basically two kind of rectangles. And then maybe I'll make a few lines here to make it look like fringe down at the bottom. Now I think our snowman looks ready to go. We're going to set him to the side. We're going to come back to him in a minute. We need to cut and fold our diorama. So to do that, we're going to turn it over, and we are only going to use the bottom and the sides of these lines. So to start, I am going to flip it back over. I'm going to fold my bottom up. So you can see where that black line is, and that's where I'm going to press my paper down. So I fold it right on that black line, all the way across. And that makes kind of a stand. Then I'm going to do the sides going to fold on the black line. There it is, peeks out. I'm going to fold there, and I'm going to fold on this side on the black line also. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to cut just the little line on the side at the bottom where we folded. So this part, I'm going to cut, and I'm going to stop when I get to this vertical black line. Do the same thing over here. Cut just that one little bit. Okay, so we have the bottom of our paper. We have a cut right here and a fold. We have a cut right here and a fold. And then at the bottom, this folds up too. Then what we're going to do is we're going to glue our sides together. So I'm going to fold in my side. I'm going to fold up my bottom, and then this little flap I'm going to glue right there. So again, taking my side, I'm folding it up, taking my bottom, folding it up, and then this little flap, I'm going to put a baby dot of glue. Remember, we never need a lot of glue. It should never be a puddle. And then I'm going to stick it together. And I'm going to hold it, and I'm going to count to 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So now we can let it go. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Take my side, fold it up, take my bottom, fold it up, and put a little dot of glue on the flap. Put some glue there, and pinch it together. And again, we're going to count to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now, you can see that our diorama is almost like a box. So we have our 2D snowman in the background, and we're going to take our 3D snowman. We're going to glue him inside here. So again, I'm going to take some glue. I'm going to put it right on the bottom of my snowman, and I'm going to stick him in here wherever I want him to be. And I'm going to hold him. And guess what? I'm going to count to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So now, look at how our snowman stands up inside our diorama. So we'll have to be really careful with him. We might even put a little bit of glue on his back and stick him to the back wall. We won't have to, oops, sorry, you can't see that. Put a little bit of glue here. And I'm just going to stick him to my paper back here. We won't have to hold it because we can just lay it down on the table and let it get stuck. But there we go. There's our diorama. We have our 2D snowman. We have a 3D snowman. We used shapes, which are flat, to make this one. We used forms, which are 3-dimensional, to make this one. And now we have this amazing little diorama scene of our snowman.